Hi, Jenny Morrison with The Important Work. I thought I would unpack what we call the results formula. So many people show up at my proverbial doorstep needing coaching support, and they're very low, right? They're feeling really negative, disheartened, unsure, like kind of what are the next steps. So the first thing we do is really begin to work with what we call the results formula, and we really begin to look at people's thinking, right? The results formula is this. It's simple, but it's like a huge key to success. We really need to look at our thoughts and how our thoughts lead to very specific feelings, which are what drive actions, right? And this is how we end up with results. So many people come to me, and I did it myself for many, many years, where we think it's circumstances, situations, conditions. It's my history. It's some story I'm telling about something from 20 years ago. It's, some kind of block that I have related to something going on out here in the world. But it's not, right? It's up here. It's really about what we are thinking about in our heads that really can shift our results. So, for instance, you always hear the stories about the kids that, grew up poor, and one kid went on to become the president of the United States, and the other one ended up being a drug dealer on the corner. Well, what's the difference? They had the same environment, right? But one or the other had a particular thought that led them out and upward, onto a result that got them out of a particular circumstance. We know that conceptually, but when it comes to applying it to ourselves, we're like, wait a minute, I don't know about that. So for a minute, take for yourself an example where this is true. Come up with a thought you have, a negative thought you're holding about a person, a situation, maybe a dream you have. What's the negative thought? I'm not enough. They're, blocking me from some success. And then the feeling right behind it: frustration, anger, sadness, uncertainty, right? Those negative feelings will keep you from really stepping into the actions you need for a particular result. If you're angry at a partner, if you're holding a thought that my partner's doing something on person to upset me and I'm angry about it, you're going to react. You're going to not be as loving. You're going to, maybe not be able to sort of invoke a feeling of compassion. Maybe they're having a tough week, but you're not there with them, right? And the result is you're going to have a difficult relationship in this moment. And those things add up, of course. Or maybe you have a thought that I'm never, there's a glass ceiling above me and I'm never going to get ahead at my work. Feeling tone, right? So maybe you don't even go and do the brave steps, the small things that could move you up the ladder, talking to your supervisors, checking in with HR, looking for mentoring and leadership programs, right? Then these are the things that will shift the result. But the first thought has to be, I have possibility here. I'm able to do these things, right? You can see that if I come at this with I got this, I am deserving, I am able, right? The feeling tone is one of uplift, right? Of positivity, of possibility. It's going to lead me to a different action. Anyway, in a different video, I'll show you more about why that is so important and how we ground set every day of our lives to really work with this very specific formula to make sure your day is set up for success.